And when you mention not being alone, obviously it's important for people to have someone to talk about, like you mentioned, just their everyday activities, their Monday blues, or something like that. And do you think that people who are going down the line of mental health issues, being depressed, mental anguish, which I know a lot of us have, you've shared your experience as well with us. Could you touch upon that a little more? Because it's okay. It happens and you can be brought out of it. You're living proof too, right? Which is good to know you can empathize with your client.
Yeah, 100%. It's all about giving hope. I just want to be that little ounce of hope for those people who may be listening or may find me on social media. That's why I'm so active on social media because I just want to be that little ounce of hope for someone. I got a call a couple of weeks ago from someone who had attended my 5-day free training a couple of times and they really loved it, but never really committed to that coaching or the next step. And so they called me and they said, look, I just need some hope. And so to be able to be there, because think about how many people that you may have in your life, how many of them that you vent to are actually supportive? Because our friends and our families, they're there as friends and family. They're not there to provide constructive feedback. They're not there to guide us in a proactive way. They're not there to promote growth and motivation. Some of them are. Listen, my friends and family listening would be like, "Well, that's what you are to me," but that's because that's my profession. When you're talking to someone who doesn't do this as a profession, their feedback sometimes can be actually the opposite of what you need. If you're sitting there venting to them about your husband and they're like, "Oh, heck yes, leave that loser." That's not what you need to hear. And they think I'm going to give them grace because they think that's what you need to hear, right? Everyone is going to tell you what they think you need to hear because they're your friend, they're their family, and they want you to love them. And they're afraid that if they tell you otherwise, you're not going to love them. And so there's always that different motive that your friends and family have. And again, they are so important. I love my friends and family, but we all need someone to constructively be able to vent to bring our challenges to, who will give us what we need to move on, learn, grow, learn.